In our last video, Curt climbed over a crazy tall mountain. And on the other side of the mountain where we spent the last few days before that hike, beautiful beaches, beautiful green turquoisey looking water. And we camped there for several days with our friends, David and Diane, had some good food and just relaxed. And they kept telling us that once we got over this mountain pass, over that hike that Curt did, that it just got even more beautiful. And I didn't believe them, but I should have, because right down here behind me is some of the bluest, most beautiful coastline I have ever seen. And if you watched our last video, you got a glimpse of it from Curt's hike. But we're gonna show you a little bit more of that in this video. But first, I'm gonna have a little yogurt with some honey and nuts and a latte. Enjoy this beautiful view. And then we have to drive down the other side of this mountain pass towards this incredible blue water, find a camp down there, hopefully on the beach, so we can see this coast up close and in person. But the drive down is supposed to be a bit hairy, steep, switchbacks. Coming up was supposed to be hard too, and it was. It did put a strain on the van. But the good thing about this road is it is plenty wide enough for 2 vehicles. But I also want to tell you that in this video, we are debuting a few things. We got new cameras, our main vlogging cameras. If you've seen the cameras we use, they're called DJI Pockets, and they're small and they're adorable, and we love them and use them like crazy. Thank you so much. My yogurt and latte are here. Well, that looks really good, thank you. But we started with the DJI Pocket 1, we moved to DJI Pocket 2, and we use these things for everything. And they have rolled out the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So when I went home, I came back with 2 of them. And we have started learning how to use them. They're supposed to shoot better quality, especially at night, all kinds of cool new things. So we have those. And we have a lot of people, that's what I'm shooting on right now. They also come with a microphone that will hopefully help us when we're fighting some of the wind noise. We'll find out as the wind blows. But a lot of people ask us, what camera do we use? Well, that is our main go-to camera, so it will be linked in the description if you want to pick up one for yourself. We absolutely love them. Another thing we got when we went home, and this is not a DJI sponsored video at all. We paid for these 2 cameras. It's an expense for our YouTube channel. We have to keep cameras that work good, and we wear these things out, so it was time for new ones. But when I went home, we did have someone send us another gadget. We got a new dash cam, and we're gonna roll that out in this video. We've got some fun new gadgets, but nothing tops this view. Installation of our new dash cam has begun. Right now we've got lots of wires, 3 cameras, lots of cool gadgets to learn. Curt's got a lot of work to do.
All right, I managed to put snow to work.
So we're just going center right below the thing, right?
Below the tent. You gotta go down a little.
Sure.
Now that we have the dash cam, Snow is getting motivated and rerouting all of our charging wires that charge our phones. They come out to the same power source. So, in typical Snow fashion, she is playing with these power cords.
Gotta hide the cords. This Viofo A229 Pro dash cam comes with 3 cameras. One for the windshield, one for inside of the car, and one for the rear view. Each one of these comes with Sony's latest Starvis technology, which basically means you get a wider view and a great stabilized image. And the front camera is 4K, which means crystal clear and tons of color. This is going to be awesome when we are sharing some of our crazy drives with you. You can connect your phone to this camera super easy with Wi-Fi, and that gives you a ton of cool features from the app on your smartphone. It's also voice activated, so we can just say, turn on Wi-Fi, lock the video, take a photo, and so on. Hands-free is always safer when you're driving. Now, if you're in the market for a great dash cam, this is one you want to check out. You can read about all of its features and buy one for yourself at this link. We will also put a link in the video description. Thanks again to the folks over at Viofo for sending us this really cool camera. We are leaving our overnight camp spot at the Panorama restaurant with this beautiful view that we showed you last night. And we are not leaving any too early. Wait till you guys see what all just pulled in. It's like a convoy, literally. Not just one, or two, or three. There's a fourth one over there. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. We just got bombarded by, 4 vans from France, Curt. So there's our new dash cam. And our new interior cam, it's recording, it's filming us. How you doing over there, Curt?
Well, we were told that this is kind of one of the scariest drives, steepest, scariest drives, and that we've done. Now, this is by people who've traveled this, but right now it seems okay. Maybe it gets a little scary down at the end. But it's definitely a windy road. It's not too steep. And other than, again, the Albanian drivers whipping around us and speeding, I think that's the biggest danger we have so far.
We for sure have beautiful views. There's a panorama that you can pull off at on the way down this little serpentine, sneaky, curvy, steep road. Plenty of parking, which is nice. And the road's plenty wide, which is pretty cool too. So if you look off in the distance, look at all those mountains jutting out. And I think a bunch of them might be islands. And then right out there is Corfu, a big Greek island. I think these little islands are all Greek islands too. And it's a little too hazy, but you may see some land out there.
Oh, we could definitely see some land.
I don't think it'll come through on the camera, but maybe that is Italy. So Albania is strategically placed to have beautiful, beautiful beaches. So we just peeked off to the other side to look at the rest of the road down. And that road does get pretty steep. This must be the final resting place before the big descent. But we're headed down there. Here we go. Y'all can see down there, it is definitely steeper than the first half was, or the first quarter. We still got a long way to go.
It's not very switchbacky too.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough stretch we're headed to.
Coming your way.
Can't see, but no, not right here. You're fine. First hairpin, successful.
We are making it down this serpentine, And it's really not the worst road we've been on by far. It's actually pretty easy. But we stopped a little further down. They've got these nice stops, and this is apparently a big bunker. And you can see we're getting closer to down below the beautiful beaches, Corfu, and in back there, so you can kind of get a feel for the grade. And that's a gradual grade, and these are pretty long runs. So unlike the Serpentine in Montenegro, where we were going back and forth, here you got a pretty good amount of time to tap your brakes, downshift, and take it nice and easy. But this little place here has been all graffitied up. See if we can kind of look around what it looks like, an old building more than a bunker. Let's see here. Go inside. Almost looks like at one point in time it was a house or something, maybe some restaurants. Look at this, all graffitied up. And looks like there's a little door over here. And this was some kind of bathroom here. You can see by the toilet and the tile. Yeah, this was definitely some kind of either restaurant or something. It's kind of condemned and nasty. I don't think. Let's see, maybe we can go upstairs. We'll go in here. And it's a little bit creepy, I reckon. But hope there's nobody in here. That scared the crap out of me. But this is it. The land's over there. Some kind of little swimming pool or something here. A hot tub. I think this was a hotel, not a bunker.
I think you gotta go down the hill.
Maybe this was a bunker. I don't see it. All right, I stand corrected. This, it looks like, is the bunker. I think that was some kind of maybe house or hotel or something up there. And obviously it was abandoned. I'm not sure why. It's a pretty location. But you can see the bunker here, all concrete, and it's pretty exposed. But let's see if we can get down here to the opening. I don't have my hiking shoes on. And these rocks are pretty treacherous. All right, so I just had to scale down those rocks. And a little scamper. But again, I don't have my hiking shoes on, but I'm moving on down here. And Snow says she believes the entrance to this bunker actually goes up into this cave a bit. And if you look at it, you can see it's a pretty big exposed bunker. And there it is, wow. So yeah, it goes back in here a pretty good bit. Yeah, as far as I can see, and it looks like there may even be another door. But I have no desire to go in there. A bunch of concrete and rebar. But the view down here is pretty. And, well, at least I can say I went into the bunker for what it's worth. All right, we have made it down to this beautiful turquoise water. Up behind us, you can see the switchbacks and the beautiful mountains. There is a lot of construction going down along this whole entire way. You could probably hear all the impact hammers, a lot of dust, difficult roads to drive on. Really, honestly, for the beautiful water, it is a bit of a disappointment for me. Definitely difficult to access. I'm sure if you have one of these nice condos and you're just sitting on the beach, you can kind of get away from it all. There's some nice cliff faces down there. We can't quite get to those, but we are gonna move on down to another beach and look for some bluer waters.
We're leaving the pretty blue water beach that we were looking at for so long from our campsite last night and the drive down and Curt's hike from the last video. It was a stunning blue, but I think Curt's already told you, not really a van friendly place. So we are headed south and we are on the lookout for a campsite. But as we head south and we get into these curvy switchbacks again where we're going up and down and up and down, it got really, really pretty. We've gone through a couple of orange walled canyons, we're in the trees, and we're just skirting along these beautiful mountains. So things are improving. Come around a curve in the middle of nowhere, red light. I guess we're coming up on maybe a super narrow curve or something.
Well, normally there's no red light and it goes to one lane, so at least
this is an improvement.
This is safer.
Oh, this makes sense. This would be why there's a red light. So we're making our way down to the water's edge. We are in the area of Himare, Himare, H-I-M-A-R-E. And we think it's a little bit of a bigger city just south of here, but we're on the very north edge. It looks so far like it might be a quaint little place. There's a few campgrounds dotted through here that the Google says are open during the off season. So we're headed down these teeny tiny little tight switchbacks to see if we can find a campground and just relax for a couple of days. You doing all right over there with these switchbacks, Curdy?
These ones are tight. These are two-laners. These we can't make stay in our lane, really.
Yeah, but we're almost there. And I caught a glimpse of the water, and it is pretty. We found a campsite surrounded by wildflowers, a garden that the owners maintain back here, and some blooming orange trees. We've already taken the kitties for a walk and there has been massive grasshopper pouncing. They had a really, really good time. But don't worry, we'll show you later because they're probably gonna get another walk. This is definitely one of their favorite places in a while. But if we walk right down this little dirt path, we should end up at a beautiful blue water beach. So let's go see what we can find. I made it down to the beach. I would say as far as weather, we're probably about 70 degrees. We can see a long way as we're looking out at the islands of Greece. And this water and these waves, they're peaceful. But it's still the off season here. So I literally have this beautiful beach all to myself. I can imagine that in about 6 or 8 weeks, that will not be the case. But right now, I'm on my own. So you can tell from those kitty walks that they love it here. So we decided to stay at this campsite for an extra day, do a little editing, try to get caught up. We're still behind from the trip home, but we're about to be caught up. So we're taking a break, walking to a little restaurant right next door. And we're really enjoying this campsite and this little beach area for some relaxing time. But last night, we spent some good time coming up with the rest of our plan for the rest of Albania. Mapped out where we're going next, how far south we're going in this country, when we're turning around, and how we're headed north.
Time's winding down.
Time is winding down here in Albania. It won't be long till we could go back into the Schengen zone. So we got super excited doing all that planning. But that's what's going on. Let's go grab some lunch and then I'll be back to editing. We're rolling into season. We are right on the edge of season starting. And all these beaches are getting ready.
Starting to do this early spring maintenance, getting all their umbrellas dusted off, their lawns trimmed up.
And they're doing a lot of work right here for the Malecon. We can't quite figure it out. We think they might be gonna put grass or landscaping through here, maybe with some little paths to get you from the walkway over to that beautiful beach. But they're getting ready, aren't they, Curt?
It's time. Morning.
Hello. Bye-bye. We just had a delicious lunch.
Restaurant Zoto.
Zoto, here on this little beach. Now this beach is a little kind of small hidden cove beach just to the north of the city of Himare, or Himar. But it is a perfect little place if you want to come check out the beaches of Albania. We recommend this place. Once all these hotels open for season and they get this dirt spread out, this is going to be a really nice place. And you should eat at Zoto's. They had delicious okra and beef.
Okra.
And then they brought out some stuffed peppers, which we forgot to film because we just dove right in. But
Greek salad.
yeah, and the Greek salads are just delicious here. And we have a leftover stuffed pepper that we'll get to have for dinner. How much was it, Curt?
It was $26.
$26. Okay, back to work after we take one quick look at this beautiful blue water. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys.